and today I have a little story for you about whenever my friends and I got kicked out of Target, and this commentary is being joined by Zach HD.
What's up, guys?
And okay, without any further ado, let's get back into it. Okay, so it was just one night whenever me, my friend Zach, and my friend Duncan were just hanging out, and we're getting bored, so we decided to go to Target and mess with the employees. And we didn't really just go into Target and kind of mess with people a little bit here and there, like untie people's shoes, stupid stuff like that. We went all out, okay? I was wearing pink giraffe rain boots that Duncan's mom had, and I was wearing a cape, football pants, a helmet, and barely even fit on my head. And on top of that, I was holding a moldy sandwich in a plastic bag and a giant Nerf sword.
Yeah, also, I was wearing a black Coke with a hood, a crown, and the dumbest looking glasses. And Duncan was wearing the worst gorilla costume that I've ever seen in my life. He literally looked like a mangled up dog. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Okay, so we were walking into the Target, and the manager immediately meets us at the door because we're walking in, kind of making a scene because we're walking in with like costumes on.
Stupid.
We look absolutely stupid, and by the way, this is at 10 o'clock at night, so I guess they were like closing up or something. So all the employees were kind of like walking around the store, and so the manager says to Duncan that he has to take off his gorilla mask for security reasons. So he pulls it off, and we walk away, and he puts it back on after the manager leaves. And Zach, go ahead.
So yeah, we were just walking around. I was recording. I don't have this phone anymore, so I don't have the videos, but Jesse was basically walking around playing with his Nerf sword, hitting cereal boxes, just hitting things on shelves, just, being completely stupid. Yeah, and this lady comes up to us and she tells us, you have to get out right now because, we were just doing the dumbest things. I don't know, we shouldn't have been doing it. And this lady just comes up to us, she says, you have to leave right now, we have proof that you put the mask back on when we told you to take it off, so just get out right now.
And so we're on our way to walk out, and then we see, and we're kind of in a position to see the front door of the Target, but we couldn't really be seen by whoever walked in. And we saw a cop walk in, and we were just like, oh crap, I don't know if he's making his rounds or whatever, just checking up on things, or if they called the cops on us. And we thought that if they called the cops on us, then that would be a little bit overkill because, I mean, we weren't really harming anybody. It wasn't really any reason to call the cops. So just to play it safe, we just kind of waited until he passed by. And after he passed by, we just sprinted to the car. My dad swung open the car door. We dove in the car, and he speeds off. And my dad drives this awesome giant black Excursion, and it's blacked out, tinted windows. So we just ride off into the night. And that leads us to our next stop. We go to Brewster's Ice Cream. And go ahead and tell them what happened, Zach.
Yeah, so basically we went to Brewster's Ice Cream. It's, pretty popular ice cream place. You probably know what it is. And our friend Duncan, the one in the gorilla costume, puts on his mask. He's got everything on. And he goes up to the people. Like, keep in mind, this is 11 at night. Goes up to one of the ladies that is serving the ice cream. And we dare him to ask her out. He's what, like 12?
Yeah, he's 12.
He was like 12, all right? And he asks this 18-year-old woman out that is literally working at Brewster's at what time of night? 11 o'clock.
And so after that, Duncan walks over and he just sits down in his gorilla costume with the hat on, by the way. Doesn't even have the hat off. He's like, has the mask on, looks like a mangled up dog. He looks absolutely stupid. And so there's a bunch of girls just sitting there talking. I don't know what they're doing. They're eating their ice cream, just chilling, having a good night. And my dad walks over, and my dad is a contractor, so he has a real machete in his car. And so he walks over to Duncan and points it at him, and he said, "Boy, I knew you wouldn't get that girl. God dang it, I'ma kill you." And then and then Duncan gets up, starts running, and my dad starts chasing him around the parking lot and through the fields with a machete. The girls are freaking out. They start to get up to leave, and then Duncan gets backed up to a corner, and my dad like kind of fake swings with the machete and hits the tree, and so there's a giant loud sound, like a giant crack, and and Duncan falls on the floor, and he like holding his neck like he just got chopped up, and then the girls start running away and they're freaked out. It was the funniest thing. And then this one lady stays behind and she starts to pull out her phone. I guess she was like calling the cops or something. I have no idea. But she pulls out her phone, and then Duncan stands up and he goes, "Hello." and then she freaks out. She's just like, "Ah!" And then we're just like, "Oh my gosh, does she think that he came back from the dead or something? Is this lady that stupid?" And then and then she puts down the phone and runs away, and he goes, "I'm okay." And then we all run into the car, we'd pile up, and we'd just drive off into the night. And it was the funniest thing because, I mean, we just didn't really care about what anybody thought of us, and that's just yeah, it was awesome. And so the gameplay in the background that you guys are seeing right now is me getting my first Hater kill streak. The Hater kill streak is like the VSAT from Black Ops 2. It's a really awesome kill streak. I didn't really get to use it that much. It was kind of towards the end of the game, but really cool milestone for me. It was I went on a 10 kill streak merciless, I think, and a few more kills, and yeah, I ended up doing pretty good. I was using the SVG 100 with 6 attachments, and it ended up being pretty solid gameplay to me. So leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and go and subscribe to Zach's channel. His link is in the description. He posts COD content all the time, and maybe even some challenge videos in the upcoming future. And yeah, you have anything else to say, Zach?
Just hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think it turned out pretty well.
Okay. See you guys. This has been X Project, and bye.